welcome back our dear viewers, and of course going from ballet going to another hobby which a lot of people in love with, especially in Kuwait, and we are really good at it. So with that, it is the tennis. The main academy for Kuwaiti branch is the world-class tennis training center founded by tennis legend Rafa Nadal, with its primary location in Mallorca, Spain, and the academy is dedicated to nurturing tennis talent and fostering the passion for the sport. Their mission is to provide the holistic approach to tennis and development, and embracing not only technical training but also physical conditioning, mental resilience, and strong senses of sportsmanship. Enclosed and hosted various championships, not to mention the current one taking place nowadays in our beloved Kuwait. So please, let's welcome with us Martijn Belgraver, the Grand and the General Manager of the Academy. So good morning, Martijn.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much for being with us. So, of course, in this lovely morning, I believe since we're talking about tennis and we're talking about the amazing academy that we have in Kuwait, also we're going to talk about paddle, okay? So the academy sees the World Cup for the paddle tournament in 2025 with the nomination of the best tournament in the world. So please, can you elaborate on that even more?
Well, last year we had the privilege to co-hosting, I have to say,
yes,
also with the arena, the World Cup pairs, which means the best players in the world were coming to Kuwait.
Yes.
And we have just received the prize of best tournament in the world, surpassing the tournaments in Paris, in Rome, in Cancun. So I think the players, coaches, and the people who are in the paddle world, they chose this destination as the best tournament, and I think it's an incredible, I would say, feat for all of us here in Kuwait. We're very proud at the Academy, and also very proud that they chose this over so many of the top locations in the world.
Well, you mentioned Paris, you mentioned Rome, you mentioned a lot of places in the world where they had the championship, but yet in Kuwait they won for the best. So why do you think Kuwait won then?
I think it's a mixture of things. First of all,
okay,
I think the Arabic generosity, the hospitality, the fact that we had a hotel on site, so there was no transportation. They could just literally walk
at the
from
same facility, I believe. Yes.
In the same facility, you know, they had a 2-minute walk. Coming to the facility itself, it is world class. I mean, you did it in your introduction. I think the place is state of the art. So even though we are talking about players that have seen the world, they were amazed with the installations, the facility itself, and I think that made it, together with I think the organization and the fact that a big Kuwaiti investor put a lot of effort into making this possible, made it to us winning this prestigious award. Well,
that's actually remarkable. I believe even it's actually great in every level, and whenever Kuwaiti people, we try to do something, it's either we do it perfectly or we don't do it. So that's alhamdulillah. So with the international events for boys, girls, under 12 to 14, called Asian Tennis Federation events is a future task which will be all about and how it will be proceed for that.
Well, I mean, at the moment we are hosting a men's tournament. It's a professional tennis tournament, and as the last couple of years have evolved, we're doing more and more events at the Academy, because we want to develop our Kuwaiti players. So in order to do that, we have to host international tournaments, so they can spar and they can sometimes win, sometimes lose, and get better. So this week it's an international tournament at the Academy, and next week we'll have another event under 12 and 14, and we keep going with these events until the summer, and then from the summer onwards the kids will go to play everywhere around the world, because we've been here now since 6 years and the kids are getting better. So we also take them to France, we take them to Spain, we take them to the academy there to actually train, to learn from the best, and that's how we develop.
To learn from another atmosphere, so which is actually beautiful, to take them to Spain, which is the main headquarters for the academy, and it is actually beautiful. And tennis is actually an elegant hobby that I like. It's like golf to me, and it's not the same
No.
But it has the same mentality, which is the perfection, I believe. And so, first ever ATP tournament in Q4 of 2026. What does this stand for exactly?
Well, ATP is the organization of the major tournaments in the world. I know this region, the GCC region, is very much expanding. There's much more people playing tennis. We all know that the Saudis just next door, they're going to be hosting a very large tournament. So there's more of an appetite to start organizing these tournaments here. I think ATP knows who we are, where we are, and they have invited us to put a tournament on the calendar in the last quarter of this year, where it's basically very bad weather in Europe, and it's still beautiful weather here in Kuwait. So I think one of the advantages is that we have a very nice summer, or a very nice winter.
Very nice winter, very hot summer also.
A very hot summer also, so we won't be doing it then. But Q4 is perfect for the players around the world, and ATP is coming the beginning of March to inspect the site, which I don't have any doubt about that it will be tip-top. But in order for us to host it for the very first time, they need to see,
They need to inspect everything.
They need to inspect everything, and I'm very confident that we will host an historic first event here.
Yes, I mean, everyone who saw the facility and how great it is, they wouldn't understand like it will always be picked up at the top. So that's actually really great, by the way, also. So reaching the milestone of 1,200 members, how was that accomplished?
I think in the last 6 years, obviously, we've been seeing a steady rise in our memberships. Obviously, it's not only anymore the full membership where a member can do all the racket sports. We've also introduced a fitness membership because the place is so big, we can house more people. Yet it's still a very selective, and it's a very, I would say, unique environment in the academy. So we've been doing like a 10 to 15% rise in membership every year, and now we're at this milestone, and we still hope to grow every year and keep the community of the Kuwaiti people, that they feel safe, they feel very welcome in the academy. We're not looking for 2,000 or 3,000 members. We still want to keep it in a way that everyone that is there feels very welcoming.
Welcoming.
Yes.
Not very crowded or packed, and also that's why you mentioned selective. Actually, that's good.
Yeah, I think if you want to do certain things in a very good way, you have to grow with margin, and you also make sure that the quality that you have, that you maintain it. I think the people here in Kuwait, they're quite demanding, and I think they should be.
Actually, yes.
And I think also the membership itself, it gives us the push to be good and to keep on our feet every single time. So that's what we're trying to do.
Exactly. So I believe also creating new concepts for kids, fitness for racket sports. Please elaborate on that, and how will you approach this idea exactly?
Well, kids are the future. So we are currently having over 250 kids in the academy, not only for tennis, but also for squash, for paddle. And we are basically preparing them for new concepts to add to their general fitness. So kids who are doing tennis, they now get the chance to do more, fitness-related hours, exercises to be better at tennis. We haven't done that in the beginning because we basically didn't have the level yet, but the kids now are really picking up. They're getting fitter. I think Kuwait is getting fitter. I mean, people are more, conscious of their, of their life and about their body. So we're doing the same thing for adults. So, not only the kids, but also their parents have an opportunity to do more fitness. And I think these are exciting things because I think the Kuwaiti market is ready for it. And we've seen a lot of enthusiasm amongst our members to pick up on these concepts.
It's actually great, and thank you also for making us healthier. That's really important for everyone. So there's also a new thing that I wanted to understand, which is Pilot and Pilates Studio. Is that a new establishment or something?
I think Pilates all around the world is booming.
I believe yes.
And I think here in Kuwait you see a lot of niche studios. You see a lot of coaches from outside coming. So we wanted to be part of that trend. Not only is Pilates very good for, you know, your all-around fitness, but it's also very good for racket sport players. If you look at the Djokovic's and the Murrays and even Rafa, they all do extra exercises to become very flexible and fit.
They do Pilates also?
They do Pilates, they do hot yoga, they do all sorts of things, and these things we're trying to introduce to the academy, and I think it will be a big success.
That's actually really remarkable. So that will give a clear idea for everyone in Kuwait who is very into paddle tennis or any racket sport. I believe that they should be also more open to these legends.
Yes.
Yes, their routine and how it's been done. So that's good also, a really successful way. So I believe that we concluded today's interview. It was really remarkable.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it was actually really remarkable. So Mr. Martijn Belgraver, the General Manager of the Academy, thank you so much for being with us.
Shukran. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Afwan also. So at that, our viewers will go to a break where we'll listen to this beautiful song of February. Then we'll be back, so stay tuned with us.